Hello YouTube, how are you my friends? I hope that you are doing great. We are here with an interesting video. We're gonna make a video about the neutral cards that you must have in every draft, so you are gonna be closer to get that 12 or to get the infinite that we all desire, so we can buy more and play more arenas, because arena just got serious. Finally, arena is very very good. I think it's the best time to play arena right now. It's been years and years since I can sincerely say arena is great. We have balanced classes. The difference between the first position and the last one is not that big. It used to be 20%, even 30% sometimes when it was bad. But now it is like 6 or 7, and that's great. So first position goes to Hunter, then we have Paladin, Mage, Shaman, Demon Hunter, Druid even is there, Warlock, DK and Warrior are in the last positions, with DK on the last one and Warrior, no, DK is on the penultimate one, and then it comes the Warrior. But you can even get with Warrior 12. So now I can sincerely say that you can play every single class. If you are good enough, you should be able to get 7 plus or even the 12. Alright. I just got today 10,000 wins on this account, on my main account. Probably not that much, but overall I guess I have like 20, maybe 30,000 on both of my accounts and the region and stuff. So yeah, I have a little bit of experience. Let's go into the neutral cards that we are here to record. Okay, so let's see. We're gonna talk about the neutral cards and what you should look in the drafts, so you will gonna be able to get that 7 plus that you are gonna hunt for, because that's the most important thing to have in arena, to have 7 plus, and then gradually go to the 12 to get more glory and gold. Alright, let's see who is the first card. I will say the first card is, well, it's not the most important first card, but it is a very solid one. It's called Salesman. This little dude, I don't know how much is gonna stay in the neutral pool and all together, but if it's not anymore, don't count it. Salesman is here. It's a 1 mana death rattle, get a tradable oil that costs 1 mana. It used to cost 0 mana, so you couldn't apply it, but it was a little bit of problem with Sifin constructed, so now it's 1, the tradable oil. But you don't care if it can be 10 mana, you don't care about this one. Most of the time you play it, it's good tempo, and when it dies it gives you a tradable. The tradable is basically a draw, and draw is very important in arena. So yeah, this is a very simple and very effective card that you should look for on a 1 drop in almost every deck. Solid 4 to 5 star card. Drone Deconstructor. It's a 1 mana 1/2 mech. You play it and you get an mech. You get a magnetic sparkbot in your hand that can have Divine Shield, Lifesteal, Poison, Reborn, Rush, Stealth, Taunt, and Wind Fury. So all of these are very good things that you can have. You can even play it like a 2 mana. You play it and you attach it, or you play it on 1 and then the opponent thinks, oh fuck, he's gonna have Divine Shield, he's gonna trade easily into my 2 drop, oh he's gonna have Wind Fury, is gonna push some damage or clear 2 of my minions. There are so many applications for this one. It's a very solid 1 drop that you should take almost every time. Plus, if you are playing like Paladin, you can buff the other part and attach it on a different mech. You don't need to attach it on this one. You can reborn your other mechs or Wind Fury the other mechs, or you can rush to get it. It has a lot of applications, so for one drop it's absolutely a must-have, I will say. Mr. Trem Mechanic is a 1/2 Death Rattle minion that when it dies it gives you a Barrel of Sludge. Barrel of Sludge costs 3 mana and it deals 4 damage to the lowest health enemy. That means that it can go even face. So very excellent to play on one. You can destroy a 3-drop or you can keep it to push some damage to the face, even the lethal. I have a lot of lethals with the sludge from Mr. Trem Mechanics, so very solid. You play it, they know that you have this one, they try to play around it, they try to make you play it so they don't need to worry about the Barrel of Sludge. It's a game-changing card. It disrupts, it buys you a lot of time, and it can win you games. So amazing one drop. Victorious. That's basically what you need to know. It's gonna win you games. If you play it on one, it has a soft taunt basically. It needs to die, otherwise you get when you attack you get the 2/3/1 mana. You can play it that one and you can snowball easily. I won so many games with this card on one. Play it on one, attack, play another one with these ones you controlled. If it disrupts the game and it makes your deck super strong. It's just a solid one drop that you should look for and play it. I think these are the must-have that you should not really skip. And then we have an honorable mention. It's called Scarab. It gives you a battle cry, discover a 2-cost card, and you're gonna see how many good 2-cost cards are in the pool, because after this we go into the 2 drops that you must have on your arena draft. So you can even get cards that are not draftable, like legendary cards, Flint. They are a lot of 2. And you pay, well, it's 1 mana, 1/1. It's not even that bad. It's a body that gives you another turn. So you don't have a 2-drop, no problem. You play this one, next turn you have a 2-drop, then you have a 3-drop, and you have a curve. Congratulations, you played your game well so far. So yeah, Scarab, it's a honorable mention that you should not really skip. You should probably skip it if you have other better options like the one that I present you before. Alright, that concludes the 1-drops for me. Of course, there are other good 1-drops that probably will gonna work, but these are the best 1-drops that you should look in Arena. Have Whelp Wrangler, 2 mana, 2/3. At the end of your turn, gives you a 1/2 Whelp with Taunt. It's a very good card. I lost and I won a lot of games. I lost games because the opponent had this one, and I won games because I have it. Very good card, 2/3 stats, needs to die. If it doesn't die, it gives you more value. You can buff these whelps, you can disrupt the game later, you can keep them when you to protect other minions behind them. Just amazing card, and it's usually in every deck that has a 7+. I don't think, probably 90% of the decks that I have faced after the 7, they were with Whelp Wrangler in, because it's just a very solid 2-drop that slows the game, disrupts the game. Good value. Gets removal from the opponent. Solid card. Hey, so the next one is Mr. Engineer. 2 mana, 1/2 battle cry, discover a mech, and it discounts the mech by 1, so it's amazing. The pool that we have now in the mechs are crazy, man. This guy won me a lot of game recently. Super neat card. Lot of good legendary cards, so you need to know draftable cards are one, discoverable are other, so you have different pools. Even though some cards are not draftable, you can discover them. They are not draftable because they are too strong, or they just, yeah, in general are too strong. So this one gives you the option. In general, discoverable cards give you option to other things that you will not gonna have them in the initial draft. So yeah, it's yeah, you pay 2 mana, a 1/2 stats is not great, but you don't play for the stats, you play for the discovery. You don't have a 3-drop, no problem, it's gonna give you a 3-drop. And you don't have a 4-drop and you want to play it on 3, no problem. Like even a piloted piloted shredder for 3 mana to play it. You play this one on 2, on 3 you play that one. It's amazing. Why not? And then there are a lot of legendaries in, and new legendaries. Mech pool is pretty good right now, so you should look for Mr. Deep Run Engineer to help you out. Alright, next one is a draw, and draw is important. It's called Gold Penner. 1/2 at the end of your turn, draw a card. So basically it's like a taunt, they need to kill it, otherwise you get ahead. And yeah, draw is good. Draw is amazing in Arena, because there are a lot of board clears and stuff, and if this one helps you to get ahead or to get closer to your win condition, it's a very good card to have. And it has a bonus effect. Sometimes if when it draws, it can transform a card into golden. So if you don't have that card golden, Mr. Golden Penner has a 1 in 4 or something like that possibility to make it gold. So yeah, for the bling bling that like from the people that like golden cards, this is a very good one. It's gonna bring you efficiency and good looks. Next one is Mr. Watcher of the Sun. Watcher of the Sun is a 2 mana 2/3 battle cry. Gives you a holy spell, and if you forge it means that you pay 2 mana to forge it. I think that you all know how to forge a card. Basically you trade it to your deck, it goes back to your hand immediately, and it has battle cry, random holy spell, and 6 health. So it can be played for tempo to get immediately the holy spell, or it can be forged and it gives you 6 health as well. Solid card. The pool in the holy spells are pretty good. Board clears, consecration, heal, discover cards. In general, good spells. So Watcher of the Sun sees play and is gonna see play forever until it's removed from Arena, I think. They're just a very good solid 2-drop that you should have in your drafts. Next one is Mr. Party Animal. It's not that important, but it can win you game on the spot. If you are building a deck and you have 2, 3, 4 classes, mechs, beasts, undeads, and elementals, let's say, you play this one on 2, you have 3 or 4 of those in hand, you got a 4/4 stat on your minions. And stats are very important because they're breaking points. Instead of being a 3/4, now it's a 4/5, and it's much harder to remove on or you have a 2/3 and it's now a 3/4. You cannot remove it with a 2 mana spell, and it stays an extra turn and it pushes an extra damage. It's just good stuff to have a buff in every single class. So yeah, party animal does that. Solid pick. Not the most important one, but why not? If you see the little dude, it's gonna bring you joy. I assure you. Buffs are important for sure. Right, moving on. Another card is Wand Maker. Gives you a 1 cost spell from your class to your hand. So depending on the class, you can get amazing stuff, I will say. Shaman gives you a lot of good removal, freeze, draw, get the card in hand with freeze. Very good stuff. Yeah, Wand Maker, it's a good card depending on the class that you are playing. And I would say in general 1 cost mana spells are pretty damn good in every class. So it's gonna give you a little bit of solutions and reach sometimes. Wand Maker, solid card that in general you should not skip as a neutral card. Okay, next one is Mr. Cobalt Miner. This one is important in everything. It mines you up a treasure. And yeah, just solid to have. Even if you don't have a class that has the treasure legendary, you should still pick it for the possibility of getting a rock, getting a water that draws your card and heals you coin that helps you with playing something big much earlier. Trog is nice, and discover a 2-drop that costs 0, absolutely amazing. It can swing you the game very nicely in your favor. All of these 1-drop are amazing. Of course, it gets better and better by playing more of this or more excavates in general. But yeah, as a 2-drop, sometimes you play it on 2, most likely you play it on 3 or later. So it's not a tempo card, but it's a good card to have there to get you closer to the legendary treasure, or just to get you advantage with these nice spells and minions that are in the pool of excavation. So yeah, you should not skip Mr. Miner. Mine away to get a 7 win. Alright, so these are the 2-drops for me that I don't really skip. There are other 2-drops, of course, that are good, solid. You just need to make a priority to pick these ones, in my opinion. Alright, next we go to the 3-drops, and the 3-drops give you Ectoplasm. Very good card. 3/2 Dead Rattle, summon a 2/2 Adventurer, and the Adventurer are pretty much a lot of things. From Divine Shield, Taunt, Rush, Poisonous, Spell Power, Stealth, Lifesteal. You have a bunch of nice 2-drops that come out of this one, and it disrupts the game, and it makes them, well, do I want to kill it? I cannot really kill it now. Is it worth to kill it? Then to get a Dead Rattle, a Rush, or a Divine Shield, something that I cannot clear. And it sticks, can go face, good against AoEs. Yeah, just a solid 3-drop that you should have in your arsenal. It's gonna help you a lot. Dead Rattle minions are pretty cool in Arena, pretty good. Next one we have an OG Mr. Duster. You can play it on 3, you can play it later. It's just a good card. Your opponent's minion costs 1 more next turn. So you can disrupt turns when you know that it's gonna come a 5 drop, a 6 drop, a 7 drop. Even if you play it on 3 and the opponent has 3 drops only in hand, it happens to me a lot. I'm playing against the hunter, he plays this card, I don't have any more a turn, I need to tap as a warlock, or I need to ping as a mage, or I don't have anything to do, or hero power as a paladin. Just disrupts the game and it helps you get some wins for sure. Very good card, solid, and for its stats it's amazing. You should look for this one. It's utility card that should be in most of the decks that want to go 7+. So it's called Partner, Line Dance Partner. Better card if you are holding another 3-cost card, summon a random 3-cost minion. So the 3-cost minions are pretty great, from 3/3s, 3/4, 4/5s, even with rush. 4/4 with rush. There are a lot of good things here. There are some bad ones, but always, why not have a 3/2 and another body that, if you are lucky, it's gonna give you a rush minion and clear something, or push even lethal damage with the ogre that we're gonna talk about next. So yeah, good card if you are having 3 drops in your deck. If you are don't have it, don't pick it, because yeah, you need to have like 3 or 4, at least 3 drops to make this one be good for you. But yeah, exciting. I'm always exciting to have a 3 drop on turn 3 to play this one and to see what the RNG gods will gonna give me. Next one we have a card that sometimes partner gives you. It's called Mr. Ogre Gang Outlaw. It's a card that most people probably don't really like or prioritize to pick, but it's a card that has 50% chance to attack the wrong enemy. I got so many lethals with this one, or pushed like 8 or 12 damage with the card and then finish the game. 3 mana 4/4 is not easily removed by your opponent, and sometimes they don't even want to remove it, because you can say, oh well, this one will not really gonna hit my face, right? And then it hits your face and you're fucking hell, just got more damage in my face for no reason, because Ogre is a smoky boy, smart sometimes. I think that 70% of the time I am happy with what he does. You can buff it, go face, ignore towns, push that damage. Solid 3 drop. And rush in general, it's good in Arena. Rush gives you solutions and it's nice. Hey, next card, a very valuable card that you will probably not play on 3, you're gonna play later to get some frost spells. So Battle Cry gives you 2 random temporary frost spell in your hand and a mini that does the same thing but for 1 mana. So you can even play it on 3 and say, fuck it, I need to play it as a 3/3 body just to have something there, and then later I'm gonna play my Snow Flurry mini, so I'm gonna get some solutions, Blizzard. It can give you every single spell in the pool, because it's not like limited to your class. So there are a lot of good frost spells in the pool of frost spells. So yeah, you should pick this card. It can give you reach, it can give you solution, it can give you heal, it can give you mana. It's a lot of good things that can happen from this one, and in general this one is included in every single deck that wants to go 7+. It's just super solid. Nice discoveries, good solutions, good reach, everything that you want. Observer of Mysteries. It's a 3 mana 2/2. Get cast 2 random secrets that stays only one turn. At the end of your turn, it destroys them. But that's not the important thing. The important thing is that you cast 2 secrets for only 3 mana, and it can be every single secret that is in the pool of Arena. So the opponent is like, okay, well, fuck me. It can be objection, it can be counterspell, it can be deal 2 damage to the board when it attacks fakes. There are so many good things that can happen from this one. And most of the time people are not even attacking your face or your minions, depending on what secrets have you cast. So it disrupts or it makes you just win the game. You have a big board, you play this one, you say, okay, fuck it, give me counter spell, and we win this one. The opponent has a single spell in hand, single board clear. He's like, okay, I needed to clear and now I don't know if I can. He plays it, counter spell, concede, rage quit. GG. You can even play it on 3 just to give you a little bit of time to disrupt his plays. Super good card, you should pick it. It's gonna make you happy most of the time. 80% of the time it's positive outcome out of Mr. Observer of Mysteries. Right, we have other honorable picks here in the 3-drop pool. I'm not gonna talk about them. It's like Viper or Initiate, good solid ones, but you don't really must pick them. They are good, and sometimes you should pick them. Right, moving on to 4 drops. 4 drops we have Angry Hellhound. It's a 4 mana 2/5. When it attacks, when it has rush, it gives you 4 attack plus, so it's a 6/5. A 6/5 rush for 4 mana. I think it's very good. You can value trade, you can just trade. If it stays on the board, it needs to die because then it deals 6 damage in the face. It's just a solid card for answering stuff or to create pressure as well, because 5 health is not to be joked around. It's not that easy to remove sometimes. So if you play it value trade and then you have a taunt and you don't have a spell, well, it's gonna push some damage into the face, and yeah, it's gonna make people unhappy and you very happy. So for a 4-drop, pretty damn solid. Candle Raiser. It's a 4 mana 3/3 with Finale. Finale means that you need to play it for the exact remaining 4 mana. So if you have 6 mana, you need to consume 2 mana before and play it. And if you play with the Finale, you get the Divine Shield on the advanced minions. That means that if you play it in the middle and you have 2 minions besides it, you get Divine Shields on it, and it can really toss a wrench in the plan of other Arena players that wanted to remove your board, and now they are like, heck, I cannot remove it anymore. Okay, I'm gonna take a lot of damage. What the heck am I gonna do? I guess I lost to Mr. Candle Raiser. Or you can play it and trade efficiently into minions and create value. So yeah, Candle Raiser, good card, good ogre girl. To Mr. Guide, Mechagnome Guide. It's a forgeable card. Discover a spell. If it's forged, it discounts it by 3. So sometimes you don't have a 2-drop and you have this one in hand. You say, okay, well, I'm not gonna use my hero power, I'm just gonna forge it, and when you play it on 3, I'm gonna get the value of discounting that one by 3. So if you are DK, not that DK is strong anymore, it's not, but let's say you play this one on, you forge it, you played it on 4, you got the Scourge, it's 3 mana less. On 6 you unleash the Scourge, and most of the time you win the game. Very improbable to happen like that because there are so many spells, but sometimes the gods of RNG smile on you and you get a free win. So yeah, Mechagnom Guide, it's a very good card in almost every deck. Sometimes you play it without the discount because you want to get a you want to get a spell and to deal stuff, or you play it as a forged and get the advantage that you need to get ahead. Nostalgic Gnome, a new card-ish. It has Rush, 4/4, and if you kill a minion that has 4 health, well, exactly the lethal on that minion, you draw a card. That's very good. Not only that, you can remove 3/4 and value trade the minion, but you get a card as well. Of course, it functions even when you buff it, so you just need to pay attention and clear exactly that minion. You kill it exactly and it draws your card, and you get a mini 1/1 that again can be used to remove 1 health minions, or it can be buffed and trade into other bigger targets. Right, very solid card. I think that you should have this one in every deck. Draw is super important, rush is important as well, so you have 2 in 1. Very solid nostalgic gnome girl. I like it. Third, I don't know if it's Mr. or Lady, I don't know, probably neither. It's Origami Crane, Taunt, Battle Cry, swap health with another minion, so that means that you can swap health with your own minions or with the enemy. Of course, with the enemy is the way you want to do it. So the opponent has a big boy, you're like, okay, well, that big boy is gonna give me a shit ton of health, let me kill your Deadwing. Bam, you have a 4/12 on your board, he has a 12/1, you're gonna ping it, you're gonna use a spell and clear it. Super nice, and it has taunt as well. Very good card, disrupting the plan of the opponent to defeat you, or it can, you can even play it like 4 and the opponent has a 4/4/4/5. You clear that one, you have a taunt, you are happy. So yeah, it's a little bit anti-synergetic if you have a paladin deck or something that buffs the hand, then you swap with more health and it becomes less effective, but if you have it as a 4/1, it's amazing. Good clear. Alright, next one is an OG school teacher Naga. Discover a spell that costs 3 or less, and you have this Nagalin, cast that card, that spell that you have discovered. So very good to get. Oh my god, man, I'm so sleepy. Give me a second. Alright, so very good to get some answers, to create some pressure, to get some removal, to get you ahead, disrupt the game. Absolutely amazing. It has 5/4, good stats for what it does. Just I don't know if I saw people skipping this one, to be honest, and I watched a lot of drafts and I played a lot of games. You just don't skip Mr. School Teacher. It's just very solid card, and hopefully it's gonna stay with us for a bit. When the Sunken City goes out, probably this one goes out as well, but it's fine. Play it as you can. It's gonna bring you good win rates. Next one is Mr. Silence Royal Librarian. Mr. Librarian, it's a tradable card, Battle Cry, silence a minion, and there are a lot of targets that you want to silence, or it's just draw. Cycle, get another playable card. But yeah, silence in general is very useful in Arena. Pass those towns that are untargetable. Let's say you had Divine Shield, Taunt, Lifesteal minion, or Poison, or Death Rattle, or Reborn. Super nice. Super nice to have. This one, I think in general it should be in every deck. Just a very solid utility card. You can even silence your own minion and attack phase. Boom! So it synergizes with the 7/7 mana taunt that cannot attack. You play it. I usually don't remove it on the first one because they are like, okay, well, I don't need to sink into this one all of my minions. I'm gonna let it be. Mr. Royal comes, silence it, bam, into the face, GG, well played. Or it can trade to other minions. It's fine. Very solid. Silence is pretty much king right now, and it's gonna be useful no matter the meta. Okay, another card is Mr. Time Lost Proto Drake. 4 mana, 4/5 taunt, basically a Yeti, but with taunt and with a bonus effect. If you draw this, add a random dragon to your hand. So it doesn't function when you start the game, it only functions after you mulligan. So when you draw it, you get a dragon, and there are a lot of interesting dragons. Deadwing, Proto Drakes, Promo Drakes, Iceras and whatnot, RBOs, yeah, you name it. They are very good, very good. Not as good as when it first appeared, but still a solid pick that has a 4th star at least, I would say, in my opinion. So yeah, these are the 4 drops that I wanted to speak about. Probably there are other ones in the pool, but for me, these are the cards that I am looking for, and usually I don't skip them. Right, moving on to the 5 drops, we have Mr. Barrow Bastard, a mech with rush that excavates again treasures for multiple classes, and good stuff, man, very good stuff. Depending on how many excavate you played, you'll get one of these cool little things that is gonna help you a lot. So yeah, pretty straightforward. 5 mana, 6/5, good stats, good to trade, good to value trade as well, you can sometimes. And excavate, you can't go wrong with excavate in general. Even if you are not playing a class that has the legendaries, there are still amazing cards in the excavate pool. Yeah. Okay, next 5 drop we have okay. We have the bigger brother of the origami. It's called Origami Frog, a beast. Rush, swaps attack with another minion. Very good card. Not in every single deck, but in 80% of the decks, why not? So today I played my Demon Hunter with Jay. We had a great fun together with Jay Master, probably you know him. We played the 6/6 wolves. Ooh, and then the rogue said, well, I have a solution. I have Mr. Frog. Steal the stats on the 6/6, trade into the other 6/6, and I was left with a 1/6. So it bought him a lot of times, a lot of turns. Very good. Origami Frog does the job. And the nasty thing is that you cannot even clear it with the other wolf because it stole your stats, and now it's a 6/3 and you have a 1/6 on the board. So yeah, it's super nice value out of the what it does. Steal for more from one, trade into the other one, or trade into that minion. Yeah, it's very good. I like it. Origami Frog disrupts the game in general, and you should have origamis in your deck. Alright, let's see, next one. Next one is Warsong Grunt. Not that popular, but very effective, especially if you are buffing it. Holy moly. So Rush, after these attacks and kills a minion, may attack again. Sometimes you can even kill like 4 or 5 minions with these ones. Holy moly, like talking about a swing back and a comeback. So you can trade like 4 minions or even 5 and still have 1 life left on it. Very good card to come back into the board. Probably I am seeing 2 or 3s or even 4 on my runs. Not that popular, but still a very good 5-drop that it can bring you back into the game or bring you ahead. So yeah, Warsong Grunt, good stuff, man, good stuff. 3-6 rush. Rush is important, as I said. Next and the last card from the 5-drops that it's a must to pick is Elf Huntress. Battle Cry, deal 3 damage on 3 different enemies. That means that you can even hit the enemy face, so you can get lethal with this one. But most of the time you want to clear other minions. Like, it's the best 5-drop that it was invented, in my opinion, to just come back and have reach and disrupt the game. You kill 3 minions, you are happy, and you have a 3-3. Like, how amazing is that? Or you kill 2 minions and you push 3 damage in the face and you have a 3-drop. 3-3. It's wow. Just wow. Wow print. This one, and you should pick it immediately. I never ever seen a deck that has 7+ and not have a Huntress. Super good. Now we are moving to the a little bit less expensive cards. On 6 we have Mothership, solid 6-drop, 5/4, summons 2 dead rattles when it dies with rush, of course. No, the card has rush, the other mechs don't have most of the time. So yeah, it's pretty solid, even if you are value trading, even if you kill it off. You know, Mothership is Mothership. It was a problem back in the past. Now it's not that much, but it's still a solid 6-drop that you should probably not skip if you want to have a solid deck. Of course, on 5 there are honorable mentions like Diver and other good stuff, but for me the most important ones I covered. Moving to the most important probably card in the game for Arena, Sunspot Dragon. Just every deck should have it. No matter what are you playing, Sunspot Dragon, you can miss with him. You just can't miss with him. If you have it, that means that you have improved your win rate by 2%. No, 10% at least. Probably even 20% you have improved that. Sunspot Dragon, 6/6 tradable lifesteal if you have quick draw. So quick draw is basically if you draw it on the top, so top deck. This is a top deck card. When you top deck it and you have the mana to play it, you deal 6 damage wherever you want to deal. So even in your own minions, even in the opponent's face. So lethal, it's very much possible with this card. And if it's not possible, it just disrupts the game. It removes a minion and it puts yourself a 6/6 with lifesteal. And it's amazing, man. Won so many games and lost, of course, as well. You're like, please don't have the Sunspot, please don't have, and then they have Sunspot. Fuck, now I lost the game. I need to clear it, sink a lot of damage into it, or just don't be able to remove it. it's a pain in the ass or a joy to see. Very, very important card. Probably the most important card that you should look for in general in Arena. Right, going to 7 drop, because the other 6 drop are not really manageable. Like, they are not musts, they are only if you want to pick them. We have unit. It's not a must, but it's a good unit to have. Good minion to have. It has it's a mech, magnetic, so you can attach it immediately to other mechs if you have them on the board and attack face or trade. When it dies, it summons a 8 cost minion. Sometimes it can even win you the game. You play it, the opponent ignores it, and then you play the Yodeler that somehow I didn't mention. Okay, Yodeler. Give me a second, can I do? What the fuck? Okay, so I was talking about the Yodeler. It's a very good card that you should pick if you have Dead Rattles. Somehow I missed it, but now I just realized that I didn't put it in the pool. It's a 3/4 battle cry, activate the Dead Rattle twice. So if this one is down, you play the Yodeler on it and you make double 8 drops, and I had this situation happening to me a lot of the times, and I won games that were unwinnable. They just ignore it. I played it, I got Taunts, I got Divine Shield or Rush, because there are a lot of good 8 drops here. The downside is that most of the time it's silenced, ignored, and you don't have the activation for it, or it can be stolen with other cards, frozen. And yeah, it's not a card that gives you immediate value. It's a card that you play it on 7 and you pray G that you are not gonna be punished. If you are not punished and they don't clear it and you have the Yodeler, you will gonna most likely win the game if you are healthy enough. So it's a not must. It's a luxury utility card. Luxury, I don't know if it's really luxury, but it's pretty expensive for what it does. But if you pull it off, it can win you the game. Okay. Next card, and the last one, it's an 8 drop promo Drake, tradable card, finale. That means that if you are playing for the exact mana, 8 mana, you can kill whatever minion you desire, aka enemy minions, not your own minions. So yeah, very good to get solution on extremely big targets or untargetable targets. Tradable, good stuff, you trade it, you don't need it in hand, draw. Very, very good, solid pick, I will say. Alright, so these are the cards that in general you must have in your decks to get you the 7 plus and the 12. I hope that you have enjoyed this insight into the Arena neutral cards, and I assure you that if you pick these cards that I was talking about today, your win rate is gonna improve greatly, man, greatly. So yeah, for the new players, this is a very good guide. Right. So if you liked it and you want to help me out, drop a like, subscribe, and if you want to do something extra, you can always use the link below to donate a little bit, because it's very hard so far to make it by with Arena content in general, with Hearthstone content in general. For a small streamer and small creator, it's not easy. So thank you so much for watching, for helping me out. Alright, may the RNG gods be with you, and get that 7 plus, get that luck. Now is the time to play Arena, for sure. Alright, take care, have fun, and see you in the next one, my friends. Bye bye.